him. Look for him out on the street. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Moshe's got some things he wants to tell you. I don't have anything other than my special on iTunes. Fuck with it, and my Sunday show in Santa Monica.
I'm just saying, come see me live. College William & Mary, February 15th. Madison, Wisconsin Comedy Club on State, 27th through the 1st of March. 6th through the 8th. I'm at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina, New Orleans, Louisiana, April 1st. One-Eyed Jacks with Tom Lennon and Natasha Leggero. Weekend after that, Boston. Come fuck with me. At Laugh Boston, April 3rd through 5th.
Our guest today has no dates. He doesn't even fuck with dates like that.
But this is what he sounds like.
He'll show up, but he ain't gonna like, hey everybody. He's not gonna go for it. You know what I mean?
I can't. I don't know dates off top.
All right, let's start.
This is what his music sounds like.
It's all for me, real. Do it. Hop out the cake, bitch. Do a split. All my bitches adore me. No more visits to Maury. Only visits to where the shore be. Fuck having a shorty. I'm on tour. I need my dick milk. Blow my nose in patterns woven into thick silk. Ah shit, motherfucker, man, I've been ill. Spin wheel, my favorite dish consists of thin veal. Daddy look good, that's what your bitch feel. Then spread her thighs wide open for a kid's meal. What a bitch.
Now you're fucking with the champs.
I gotta say, I don't fuck with white rappers for the most part. I'm sure you don't either.
You already know I don't.
What white rapper can say, like, I love white rappers. That's my favorite.
Yeah, there hasn't been a good look.
There hasn't been a good look, and growing up, I liked watching black people rap. I didn't like ever seeing a white person rap. I thought it was fucking quirky and weird.
Yeah, it was quirky.
Straight up quirky. Like Life Goes On, Down syndrome.
Life Goes On meets
Down syndrome.
Retarded, yeah. That motherfucker's corky right now.
Yeah, right?
For real.
Although I'd still say the Beastie Boys are great and Eminem's great.
Yeah, of course.
That's about the list.
So who are we talking shit about then?
I'd search when he would relax.
Search
was
good
on here, and he was funny and he was good.
Yeah.
But that's about
Vanilla
the list.
Ice is the greatest MC of all time.
Well,
I stick to that position, man. I just got kicked out.
He had dance moves, man. He had moves, and that Marky Mark got out of it quick. He figured it out.
Yeah,
he's probably the most successful.
He's the most successful rapper of all time.
Oh man,
that's funny. That's funny.
He is
You're
the most successful
right.
rapper of all time.
Because I bet he's made about as much money as Dre. The thing about Marky Mark is, in his shitty years, he makes $50 million making movies.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm more interested in watching Marky Mark than I'd be watching fucking Dre. His face is a little weird for me these days.
Thank you.
These days.
Can't say it. Can't say it myself, but
I mean, I can say pretty much whatever.
No, you out here, man.
You're out here.
All right, here's what I like about you. Let me break it down. You're like, as I told you on Twitter, you're like a white Tracy Morgan.
That's crazy.
Also, you're like the first local rapper, meaning, and you're like, you might as well just rap it. It feels like you're just rapping about shit within a block and a half of where you grew up. That's A. B, you're the only guy who will just take some dude's name and make it a chorus.
A lot of people have been doing that lately too, man. Now I'm off that wave. That's the type of wave that I literally did that just because I was asked to make something a little bit more friendly for radio.
What, and is that Bobby Genetti?
Yeah,
or is that Ron?
Marty
Genetti,
yeah,
correct?
It's Morty's son.
Who the fuck is Marty? Who is he?
Marty Genetti was part of the Rockers. He's an old wrestler. Him and Shawn Michaels were.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, I knew the name. I thought it was like the guy.
But he was like the weird. He wasn't Shawn Michaels. He's fucking Marty Genetti. He wasn't the blonde. He was the brunette.
Were you? You were big into wrestling growing up?
Yeah, back in the day. After 2001, it was over. When I started having sex with girls.
Sure.
Yeah,
right.
that'll
regularly.
put it.
Those are incompatible motivations right there.
You got to pick one.
If you like wrestling now, you're not getting pussy.
That is correct.
I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw with the homies. Get the fuck out of here.
Where are you from, Queens?
I'm from Queens.
Where?
Flushing.
I was born in Forest Hills.
Oh, word? That's where I live now.
All right. Hey,
he left pretty soon.
Street connections.
He got out pretty quickly.
I got out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, give me a little closer.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you got that.
Sorry,
I got one more compliment. Whereas a lot of guys are trying to be Best Buy in hip hop, I feel like you're trying to be Crazy Eddie.
Yeah, great. Oh man, that's a good,
Very good.
Crazy. You have to stand out, man. Everyone remembers Crazy Eddie.
Yeah.
Those commercials were classic. But I mean,
His fucking prices were insane, bro.
they were insane. They're going nuts. And a drug was one of the best drugs is named after him also.
Crazy Eddie? I
Yeah.
never heard of that.
It's fucking PCP. Some leak. Smoking that Crazy Eddie on the roof.
That sounds like some. What did you
Sherm.
mention? Some shit. You was on the
Sherm.
roof.
That's my era.
Well,
That's
they used to
Crazy
call
I'm
Eddie.
it.
talking 90s.
They used to call it Hinckley in D.C. after
Hinckley?
John Hinckley.
Hinckley.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's some. And Love Boat. That was the other one.
Yeah. Wet.
What were you smoking when we explain what you were smoking when we got here?
Well, it's this BHO extracted oil. It's street name wax.
Yeah, and it's-
Butter.
and you got
Shatter.
like you basically have like it looked like honey.
It does look like honey. That's when you know it's the good.
You
What
want
does
to
the
see
bad
through
bad
it?
look like?
The bad
Doo-doo?
looks like fucking straight garbage. Looks like shit. Looks like someone put a bunch of parsley in the blender with fucking squid ink. You know?
Oh, here's another thing I got for you. You're the only rapper I've heard rap about food with any credibility.
That's because, before this life, prior to this rapping shit, I've only been rapping for 5 years, pretty much. Before that, I was a chef for 10. That's what I did with my life.
Were you a street chef though?
I wouldn't call it a street chef.
Like, would you threaten people with your knife set?
Oh, I mean, obviously, I always had the.
Did you
fucking
have your own
huge
knives?
knife.
You had the briefcase
I have
with knives.
custom-made knives.
Shit.
Of course, you got that. You gotta. It's like anything. You have to come equipped for work. Like when I was in school, I always asked for pieces of loose leaf paper. I never had the book, so I didn't do well. When I was in the kitchen, you bring your own tools. You're prideful about things, and you exceed.
And cooking is a fucking like the first 3-4 years of cooking is a fucking nightmare, right? Meaning like you're just doing shit work.
It's all shit work, honestly, man. Until you fucking make head of the fucking restaurant, like executive chef. Then you don't even have to fucking cook anymore. You just tell people what to do, oversee shit, sit in the office, get fucking blown,
So you were interested in getting blown. You thought rap would be a quicker road to being blown?
I never thought I would do anything with rap.
Oh yeah, all right. So
were you a
never-
hip-hop fan growing up?
Always, obviously, man.
so you go to high school. You stunk at school.
Yeah, I didn't stink at school. I was good. I just liked weed better. I liked fucking women better.
Yeah.
I
Those are
just
good
liked
things.
hanging out in front of the diner better. Honestly.
Wait, did you grow up around mostly black people?
Yes.
See, I always say that white dudes that grow up around mostly black people are better off.
If they want to rap.
If they
want
wanna
to
rap.
I have a
I
whole
never
nother-
wanted to rap, man.
So
I grew
wait,
up
what
around
did
a lot
you-
of white people. I grew up around a very mixed, had mad Chinese and Flushing, Spanishes all over.
Spanishes?
Yeah, all kinds of Spanishes.
different Spanishes.
Exactly. It's
Various
not,
Puerto
it's
Rican
various
Spanishes,
yeah.
Mexican Spanishes.
Exactly.
I feel you.
You know?
Yeah. Even a couple black Spanishes.
All right,
Yeah.
so you no college. You were like, let me just go.
I went to culinary school for a little bit. I got myself together.
But were you a knucklehead when you were young? Were you in trouble?
Yeah, back in the day, they fucking sent me to a psychiatrist because I was always acting out, cursing at people, and fucking cursing at my mother. I was terrible.
Typical white dude.
Exactly.
Man. Yeah.
Fuck, Mom, get out! And then,
Did you grow? Was it just you and her?
Yeah, and my father left around 12, but
That's black.
yeah,
That's
There's
it's not.
never-
It's
I
not
gotta-
that black.
that's
They
good.
No,
would've left
black
earlier.
would have been earlier. Yeah, black would have been like 2. Black would have
Months.
been like he wasn't around all that much.
2
Pops
months.
wasn't around all that much.
Yeah. I feel like that right now, man. I'm always away from my kids. I feel like shit.
How many
But-
kids you got?
2. But I was gonna tell you a good story
Oh
about
no, please.
the psychiatrist. You know how they always ask you if you fucking play with your own shit.
Physically, your shit or your dick?
Your shit,
Oh,
not
your
your dick.
feces.
Your actual
Your doo-doo.
shit. I didn't play with it, but I did once scoop it out of a toilet with someone's shoe and put it on a swing. If that counts for anything.
That's totally different because that's
That's
an
what I-
attack.
That's an attack, and it's also humorous.
Yeah, no, it's a funny
humorous.
attack. That's
That's
and
tough.
it's
That's
street.
not street.
Yeah, no, that's very street.
Freud probably didn't have a lot of writings about that.
Freud would have just said that's street. That dude
Yeah.
should
That's
start rapping
hood.
eventually.
That's real
hood.
hood right
that's
now.
hood, dude.
That's a hood look.
That guy's a gangster. No, he's good.
How old did the owner of the shoe come back for it? What was there?
You know,
what
the
was
owner of the shoe was the human I was like had an issue with, and it wasn't my shit either. So someone had left the shit.
That's a fucking corroboration.
Yeah. So there was so many fucking co-defendants.
So a lot of shit had to come together for that.
Oh my god,
No, I support that. I mean, that's
Cody's all over the place.
that's not what they're looking for. Actually, that would give you oppositional defiant disorder as opposed to like schizophrenia or you're that means that you're an asshole, not that you are crumbling inwards.
You're right.
Yeah, I've been through many child psychiatrists.
His mom was deaf. He's troubled.
I was
He's a troubled guy.
youth.
For real. He went to fucking mental institutions and
Yeah?
shit. He was.
I'm all good now.
What was the
Yeah.
worst drug you smoked? Meth?
I mean, yeah, I wasn't
Did you
How
smoke
was
meth?
child.
How was it?
It's bad.
Yeah.
I don't like going up. I like going down. I'm really glad I never found heroin, actually, because I think that would have been the thing that would have been like, because that just sounds so
You ever do
pleasant.
heroin?
Never.
Yeah, I've never even seen it.
I've definitely shot steroids though, so I've definitely put a needle in my body by myself.
Why, you used to be a bodybuilder?
Nah, I'm fat now, but I was in decent shape. I have muscle. I'm just hefty.
Do you give a fuck about being heavy?
Yeah, of course.
Are you
But
gonna?
it's
Do you,
Only not cosmetically, only for health.
right.
I just want to live a long time. I don't want to die early.
But it is part of your thing, though. I mean, it's part of the
I
image of you as a rapper, right? I mean, right?
I guess so.
Like, it's cool. I mean that in the positive way.
No, I
like-
know. I know what you mean. I guess so. I'm just me. I think if I was slim, probably people wouldn't take it as, I'm more warm to people. People
Yeah.
like, he's like the fucking coolest fat guy ever.
You
He's
are.
so
It's funny because
cuddly.
white people have been waiting for a guy like you, and I'll tell you why. It's like the first white dude who's really into sneakers because Eminem, like the supreme downtown.
His
Eminem
sneaker
was
game
not
is
into
terrible.
sneakers. Eminem would just go like, "What did Jordan send me? All right, I'll wear it."
All Jordan sweatsuits.
Yes,
and
Right,
everything.
no,
Sweatsuits,
Eminem's
yeah.
clothing game in general is kind of terrible.
His clothing game is better now, honestly. He's like more like older. He's like khaki white shirt. You know?
Yeah,
And like this very specific pair of Nike Air
running
Max.
shoes. Yeah,
The same one or like the
yeah.
I don't know the name of them, but
I think it's the 95s. It's
no,
the Air
they're
it's
definitely
not.
the 95s.
All right, yeah, his sneaker game was never good. So you've got like you're hitting like the white. You're a good rapper, and you're into sneakers, and you're into food, which all of this shit is coming together. Now, here's what I'm proposing: comic books. You get into comic books, you're gonna fucking shut the game down.
I know, man.
White dudes are gonna fucking straight blow
That's
you.
white
Once
people
again,
shit,
that
dude.
exactly. Growing up
Come
around the
on
black
now.
kids, man, I didn't fuck with comic books like that. Just wasn't.
Yeah.
I did fuck with basketball cards though, baseball cards and shit like that. Marvel cards. I remember we used to go to the Super Discount on Casino Boulevard and straight steal boxes and boxes of the Marvel cards that had the hologram packs.
Oh,
in
I
them.
remember those.
The
Yeah,
Danger Room.
I never fuck with Marvel cards. I
Yeah,
never fuck
man,
with.
I
it's a
didn't-
little bit before your time. Or
Yeah.
past your time, I think. A
Thanks.
little
Comic-
bit. No, just a few years.
I'm 30 years old.
And I'm 34.
Yeah.
And Neal's.
I feel like we're a
think,
hip hop
60.
group, and I'm 40.
We're an aging fucking Beastie
Yeah,
Boys
exactly.
group.
Exactly.
Cover band.
So
so you
all right,
grew up-
so you're in high school, you're hanging out in front of the fucking the diner. Are you like,
You're
I
making
gotta
other white
do
kids.
something?
Did you pick on other white kids? You probably
Always.
did.
You
probably
already
did, you
know I
asshole.
did, man. You already know I did. It was always to make the black kids laugh.
You're the
always-
kid Chappelle used to do a joke about never trust the white guy who hangs out with black
You're
guys because
right.
you have no idea what
It's
he
the
did
worst.
to get their respect.
Oh, man. Because, we used to take the bus every day, and it would always be like a fucking scene on the back of the bus. And everyone would joke on each other, and I played football, and, I had the best jokes.
Right.
I always killed everybody, so I had their respect in that. Then I also fucking really laid people out on the field, like hurt people badly and shit.
Yeah, that's
and
the thing when you
was
talk
acting
people off
wild
stage.
and biting people and shit.
Yeah.
Like just fucking punching dicks.
Through the football helmet, you would bite.
No, like
No, on the
in
bus.
Fights.
Oh,
in
punch
fights.
dicks.
I was known to fucking like be very bite knee dicks and fucking headbutt. My move is a headbutt because I'm small. I'm a big guy, but I'm 5'7", 5'8" the most.
Right.
You know.
You do have a good style in terms of when kids come up on stage. You do hit the rap. The hit. What is it? Hip, rap, and drive or whatever. The tackling style. You have like textbook tackling.
Do you
style.
think? Do they get up to be tackled by you?
I think now that it's becoming that. The first couple of times it was not like that. They're just jumping on stage because they're happy and they want to show their friend. Look, I fucking did it, man.
And you got a little annoyed.
I get annoyed because, like I said, man, you know, you don't go into a fucking McDonald's like you saw what happened in New York with the dykes in the McDonald's. You don't go into a McDonald's if you're a dyke, first off.
Ever.
And ever act up.
I don't know this.
But
rule.
also that West 4th Street fucking McDonald's is the worst McDonald's.
But people don't
real.
understand. You think I'm being like funny or nothing, but yo, there are dykes over there, lesbians, but not lesbians. Like lesbians are beautiful, right? These are butch fucking dykes trying to be hood dudes, you know?
Yeah, they're on motorcycles.
But not only just motorcycles, they're on all kinds of fucking
pogo sticks.
They're on all kinds
of
vehicles.
Yeah, they're clowns. They're straight up clowns.
Yeah.
They have fucking big hats, big long shirts, trying to be dudes. Slice your face. Someone I know got cut by these bitches down there in the face. He has a scar like this from fucking dykes on West 4th. How do you explain that to your kids? Dad, what happened? Some fucking dykes on West 4th.
Rolled up on a pogo
cut
stick.
my face in front of McDonald's.
Yeah, you
know?
can't. Yeah,
so you don't go into somebody's place of business and start acting up. You know?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers paid to see me. Why are you jumping on the stage? For what is the reasoning for that? Just what's this train of thought? Tell me.
If there was, everybody, because of...
I don't invite
usually,
people.
At comedy shows, it's generally the people that act up are women because they can't get beat up.
They're fucking dykes.
They
come
fucking
to my
dyke.
comedy
No,
show.
It's straight girls. It's straight girls on white wine.
Bachelorette
parties.
Bachelorette parties.
They're always acting
they
up,
be
drunk.
Yeah, they're the ones who want to be the center of attention.
Or it'll be some drunk dude on a date with some girl trying to impress his girl. I mean...
But I feel like it's 80% women who because there's no repercussions.
Right.
Well,
so dudes I feel like you must get 90% dudes at your shows anyway.
I'm not gonna say 90, but you know the type of rap it is. It's not for little girls. I mean, I didn't think when I started rapping I'm gonna make rap for women. I didn't I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would say 70%. There's a lot of girls do show up because of the other things and shit like that, because of my gorgeousness and
sure,
go on,
sure.
other things like that.
You know
What other
that you will
things?
cook.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, that's
That's the list.
That's
my
pretty much the
gorgeousness, my
list.
good looks,
Yeah.
how good looking I am, how
Yeah.
fine I am. I mean, those are the things.
But it's always some drunk motherfucker trying to show his friends that he's cool. Someone like, yo, go do it. Now, it happens so often that people are starting to come up like, yo, go get slammed. You're gonna be on World Star tomorrow.
No,
and that's just what I'm not gonna do that anymore. Now I'm gonna fucking stab somebody right in the gut, and then you see what's gonna happen.
Well, but that's like Jim Norton or Anthony Jeselnik. People start heckling them not because they're assholes, but they're doing it because they've heard. Oh, this is
They
gonna
think
be
you
a
need-
thing.
Yeah.
Like they'll say a nasty.
They
thing
think
to
you
me.
need help now. It's part of the show.
It's just not part of the show. I mean, the thing is, it seems like it's staged now. Fucking midget the other day in Santa Ana
Yeah, I saw that.
got on stage. You know what I'm saying? And it's like funny and all this, but I don't want it to be a side show. It ain't about that. It's about the rapping and this and that. But I mean, it feels fucking amazing to slam a fucking midget. I've never done it before.
You slammed a midget?
I slammed the fucking shit out of him.
Yeah,
I razor's edged him off of a platform into a crowd. I'll say no other. Exactly. I got a lot of my tactics.
Did you look him in
antics.
the eye right afterwards? I bet there was terror
I looked him
there.
in the eye the whole time, and he was befuddled,
Yeah.
to say the least, in the face.
He actually you both look very gleeful. I will say that. I
Because
saw the video.
I was just
you
thinking
look so
in my mind, I
pleased.
was like, yo, what is going on now? What does this come to? This has just become a sideshow. And after I fucking threw him the first time, I just stopped and was like, what am I doing right now? This is my life right now?
Yeah.
So he came back on stage, and I just got
He came again?
Yeah, I got upset. I laughed it off, but I was upset. So I just fucking powerbombed him. I fucking picked him up, and you see, I just fucking threw him. I didn't care if he broke his head or not, honestly, man.
They have really hard heads anyway.
That's what I figured, because it was humongous. It was a fucking big bowling ball on his fucking shoulder.
So you're at the diner. You're talking
I'm at
shit.
the diner.
Are you like, you got a plan?
Here comes little Jimmy, who used to be your childhood best friend, but now you're like, get out of here, you white nerd. You know, I mean, he's walking by.
Nah, I used to pick on a lot of people. I was a bully when I was younger. I was definitely an asshole. I was a shithead, man. It wasn't just white kids. It was Chinese kids. They're not even they're not fun to pick on because they don't really say shit back. They're just like, you know what I mean? They just kind of like get sad over there.
Yeah.
And they're just, then you feel bad, like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm an asshole. Why'd I do this to this guy? And then you go find some tougher kid to try
That
and
was
fuck
back
around.
then. I feel like when we were kids, like Chinese kids looked like straight up immigrants, and now they're like, there's been integration, and so it's like hip hop kind of like.
Everyone looks fucking hip hop now,
Yeah.
man. Everyone has a look. There's a look now. Everyone has these things on snapbacks.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everything is curated.
Yeah.
Everything
Well,
has to be
that's
so
what
fucking
like, you're like
curated,
the
man.
First.
But I don't think I'm curated. I literally
I
wear
know.
the
I know.
same
This
thing
is what you're like. I'm sure you've been
But
like this.
you mean
Bro,
like,
you don't understand. I haven't worn pants in like 8 years.
I believe it.
I get these from the Big and Tall store. These are swimming trunks. I cut the dick out. You know the netting?
Go on. I'm listening.
Yeah.
And I
Cut
have
that dick
10
out.
to 20 of the same pairs of shorts in my baggage right now.
And you say you don't make rap for women. You cut the dick out.
I cut the dick out.
Every woman listening.
God
is
damn.
a Bronson
You
fan
know,
now.
I feel like I'm the only rapper. Or I'm just like the only. It's like Adam Sandler shit. Like he's just a schlub. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And people love him because of him. It's
No, but
not,
you're cool. You must know that you're cool.
I mean,
I'm
thank
not
you.
saying you're trying to be cool, but you are. You know, you got the beard, you got tattoos, you're into food, you got a cool hat, right? I mean, right? I mean, that's a thing.
I'm just me, man. I'm just not a fucking asshole. I know how to act. I know how to be. I'm just.
Oh, you know what else I got to think about your style? You could be a crooked politician on Boardwalk Empire.
I would love to be a fucking crooked
You
politician.
got the
man.
like the hair of a crooked
Yeah.
politician, like
I'm
fucking
all about it.
fucking a girl eating a turkey leg
Yeah.
and shit, making
With the
assassinating
belt
people.
around her neck.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, so you're in front of the diner. What's the plan?
There is no plan. The plan is to fucking meet up, smoke a fucking blunt of regs, of some regular ass disgusting weed, get as high as possible, probably come back, play a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom at the pizzeria,
All right,
get a Sicilian slice and a Coke,
right.
chill, probably hit the city on the train, walk around the entire day, come back home, smoke a blunt with my mother.
Oh, with your mother.
Lovely. Tell us
Interesting.
more.
Yeah, my mama, she's a hippie. She fucking loves smoking weed. I think that's why I'm, as laid back and chill as I am, because of her. She's just a cool fucking bitch. Straight up. My mother's a down ass bitch, man. 70 years old. She's fucking killing it.
She still smokes?
She smokes this shit.
Oh, she's on your honey?
She's on my wave.
Oh, she must be excited about
Oh,
that.
she's out
Does
of
she
control.
fuck with the whole apparatus?
No.
Oh, you'll do it for
Yeah.
her. Oh, okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
let
to-
me
I have
explain.
to,
You got
you know.
like mechanisms over there.
Yeah,
you got like
titanium
fucking
bowls
butane,
and-
Yeah,
fucking
there's
lighters.
all kinds of things.
Torches.
Yeah, you're like an upscale crackhead.
I have a feeling the people listen.
100%. This is a fucking $5,000 crack pipe.
No, it's
That's
not.
hilarious. You have a
Fam.
briefcase. He has a briefcase for it. I saw it.
That's $5,000?
That's what I said. The dude, I was in Portland, Oregon, and this dude came to my show, and there was like 50 or 60 glass blowers because I told you of that subculture, I'm in that realm. Like I'm like
Yeah.
fucking the Snoop Dogg of that realm.
Yeah,
Like the rapper that reps this shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Oh, so you're like the dabs guy.
pretty much.
That's interesting.
I mean, not the dabs guy, but I don't like fucking, hit the nail. I never like go just OD and rap about shit like that. It's subtle. This is for me. It's not for them. It's not for them to, you don't have to understand it or know about it. It's for me. Pretty much what I'm saying, there's fucking 50, 60 dudes that make this type of work. You see, this glass work is not easy to do.
Right.
It's like motherfuckers making a vase, you know, or those Fabergé eggs or Swarovski crystals. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me?
No, he stuck that. No,
God
that was
bless you.
right. That was right.
Schwarzkopf fucking crystals. So, one of the homies that make the actual stuff, he's a fucking dab master, technician. He told me, he was like, yo, this dude's trying to holler at you, man. He's the fucking sickest in the game. And he sent me this shit. I met the dude. And just because it got this thing on it, you see this?
Yeah.
That marble?
It's like it's
a face.
It's
called the acid eater.
Oh, all right. I
see
see
it?
that. Yeah, it's like
It's-
I can't even explain it.
It's just like a
We'll
fucking...
take a picture
Oh,
of
that
it.
It's
is
like a
pretty
glass
cool looking.
marble
We'll take a
attached to the
picture of
side
it.
of the fucking bong. So this dude is mad rare, and the work is amazing, and this shit costs paper. Apparently.
And
That's why it came in the fucking gun case.
Wait, so if your mom smoked weed with you, what did you get sent to the? What were you getting sent to the psychiatrist for? Because it wasn't because
This
you were
was
smoking
early.
weed.
I got sent to the psychiatrist early because
what
I
were
was
they-
fucking being bad.
What were you doing?
I was just
biting people during fights.
Yeah, and like I would do all kinds of crazy shit. Set fires in the neighborhood, all the dry leaves, you know, just doing stupid shit. And I shit in the street one time.
Well, that was that story too. You left that out.
Yeah,
There's
that's
another shit story.
I had a shit. I was playing in the park and I just didn't want to
How
go
old
home.
were you? Say 16.
Yeah, 22.
27. Nah, like I'll say about 10.
All right.
I was playing in the park, shit in the street.
Hey man,
And
sometimes you
who
gotta shit in
caught
the
you?
street.
Nobody caught me. Someone caught me out the window. I thought the coast was
Caught a
clear.
whiff.
Yeah.
They saw me out the window.
Did you go between cars or you just
No.
like crosswalk?
I literally shit in the fucking sidewalk in the middle of the street.
That's what we call street shit.
Street shit.
Yeah, that's straight
It's
up
real street shit.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you start cooking?
It's a good segue.
Thanks, man.
After street shit,
Yeah.
Grab that shit,
play with it.
play with it, make a little
Yeah.
chef's
Put it
hat out
find
of
a
it.
shoe.
Loaf making ready. I started cooking because, you know, I had my grandparents in the crib with me growing up, and my grandmother cooked every meal. My mother's a baker.
You're Albanian,
Yeah.
is that right? So did you grow up eating that kind of food?
Yep.
What's Albanian food all about?
Lots of like goulashy stews, like beefy shit. A lot of hearty peasantry food.
No wonder
Right.
you had to shit
Beans.
so much. That's heavy food.
But I never ate that. You know, I ate that type of shit, but I would always ask my grandmother to make me a bagel with fucking mozzarella
That's
cheese.
what's up. Bagel.
So you
That
went,
was
like,
prominent
off the
in my
grid.
life.
But you appreciate that shit, I bet, right?
I appreciate that Albanian food.
yeah.
I appreciated it back then, but not as much as I do now. It's a really incredible thing. And the way she used to make it and just be able to do those types of dishes 4 times a day is incredible to me. That's like a fucking
She must have
real...
just been cooking the whole day.
That's all she did was cook and clean.
This is grandma.
Grandma.
And then did you ever ask her for like show me how you do this shit?
Later on in life, I went over there and visited. I visited my grandparents in Macedonia.
Oh, they went back.
They went back, yeah, when
How
I was
come?
around 13, just because they were sick of it. My grandfather got sick. He lost his lung. He had cancer. He came over here for Sloan Kettering and shit. So after that, we sent him back. And they were just sick of America, man. You know, when you're there, when you live your whole life in a certain place and it's beautiful and you have everything there, then you come to America and you're sleeping on couches in a 2-bedroom apartment in Queens.
And your grandson's shitting on the street.
Yeah, I'm fucking listening to fucking black people rap. You know,
That must be
I'm
so.
bringing all
That
kinds of people.
truly must
They
be
never seen black people in their
mind-boggling.
life. I'm bringing black kids like hanging out. We're all fucking. We're doing dances in the living room, and they're just
Amazing.
watching us smoking cigarettes. Like, it's an incredible sight.
They
That's
must
amazing.
have been like had their minds blown, kind
It
of like
was
what the fuck
They
happened?
learned English watching Martin.
Oh,
that's
hilarious.
funny.
How about that?
Damn, Gina.
Yeah. Like, rah! My fucking grandmother would crack up.
Martin's funny,
It's a
man.
great show,
it's
man.
fucking
It's a
amazing.
wonderful show.
That was a major part of my life.
Yeah, it was a major part of a lot of. That's the thing. A lot of people don't talk about Martin. That shit, because it still airs. It's fucking funny.
Oh, I love that shit. I love fucking Martin.
And then so all right. So did you realize like I got to get shit together? Do you have a kid or something? Like what
have 2
got
kids,
you? I
yeah.
know, but what got you into like doing shit more often?
I really wasn't doing shit. I was just being a fucking piece of garbage. Even while I was working, I was shitty. You know, like I worked for my father for a minute, so I took advantage.
What work?
As a chef.
Oh,
he had a
place?
restaurant. Yep. And
Where?
In Forest Hills, actually.
What kind of food?
Mediterranean food, all kinds of, menu changed a lot. But I was acting like a schmuck, like I would come in. I didn't have money, go into the register, grab some money real quick, then lie about it. Just being a fucking cocksucker.
And then put everybody in a tough position.
Always.
They don't want to say fucking
exactly.
Your son.
I was being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Piece of fucking shit now that I look back at it.
Or you
Terrible.
could think of it as you were getting ready to become a rapper and you needed some petty crime.
I've done not petty crime. That's what I don't. That doesn't prepare you, man. You got to be a good person first, like to excel in these types of things. You could be an asshole all you want to the public or whatever, but the people that you work with, you got to be good, because at the end of the day, man, no one wants to work with a fucking asshole, and you'll be blackballed. And I've seen it happen, even in the small little time I've been doing this, and on a smaller scale that I'm on. I've seen it. So
name names? No, just kidding.
No, it's not even about naming names, son. For real, like people get chances. You keep getting chances if you're a good dude.
Yeah.
People want to work
you could
with people
you
that are
could
easy to work
fucking
with.
suck. You cannot be that good, but if you're a good dude, you'll keep getting opportunities.
Do you find that you're getting like better beats now?
I think that my beats have been great from the beginning because I always had my ear, and it's me that's picking
I will
them.
say the beats you pick. All right, well, let's get it. So you cooked? When did you?
I'm gonna put it this way: I cooked. Boom. I had my daughter at 21. I had my son cut 2 years after that.
Same girl?
Yeah. I fucking, it was hard. $500 a week, $600 a week. Can't support a
and
family
working
like
12
that.
hours, I would think, right?
Ridiculous. You can't support a family. 2011, I fucking break my leg in the kitchen. Out of nowhere, just slipped and fall.
Well, that's the other thing that people don't know about chefs is fucking chronic back problems.
Yeah.
They're just standing
It's because,
constantly.
Actually, a good friend of mine, Chef Michael White, he's like a humongous, mogul. He had all kinds of realignment surgeries just for standing over the fucking chopping board, you know what I mean? Fucking dude got rods in his neck now just from standing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was fucking walking and just slipped, and I broke my leg, and I was laid up. And pretty much my father said, fuck you, and I didn't get any more. I had no money. And I don't know how it happened, but motherfuckers started paying me for verses. So
Were you writing before that?
I was.
As a young man?
No, never.
Interesting.
Never. I put out a project. I put out a mixtape called Bon Appetit, bitch. Whatever. I didn't even know how to use the fucking internet. I was 10 years removed from the internet.
This is literally you laid out with a broken leg. What do I do? I'm bored.
Yeah, no. I was working before that. I was rapping before that. I put projects out. I put a mixtape, put a fucking EP, but it didn't really make noise like that because I didn't know how to fucking do anything. I didn't know what I was doing.
So you're not of the mind that the cream will rise. You got to make something good, and then you have to know how to work the shit on the internet.
Bro, I had no idea about anything. I didn't know why I was rapping for fun.
Right.
It was just for fun. It was never.
How did that start? Did you
because
rhymes occur to you, or was it just
because a
hanging
good
out?
friend of mine, he's a rapper, and he started rapping, and I would go to the studio with him, and I would just sit there and chill. And he's like, "Yo, fuck that, write something, get on this," and I just did, and it just happened.
Yeah, because you got a rich tone to your voice.
You should hear the earlier shit. I'm like,
oh yeah,
you got it when you with comfortability. You get you get your voice on the mic and you play with it a little bit. You figure out where you're at, and once you're comfortable, you just stay with it.
Is there an example of a rapper who was an amazing MC but just didn't have a good voice and never made it? Can you think of
that? Just didn't have a good
it
voice.
Just didn't sound good.
A lot of dudes, man. There's just a
Right?
fucking lot of dudes. I can't think of any off top.
You know who's Kanye? Again, I always bring Kanye up, but his vocals are completely different now.
Right.
In terms of confidence. Literally, his throat is tight on his first record.
Right.
And especially his sort of mixtape shit too. It's real
And
tight.
plus, your ego gets a hold of you.
Yeah.
You fucking grab your fucking nuts and you start rapping better. I'm telling you.
That's interesting.
You build confidence. People start fucking gassing you up, You're like, yeah, fuck that. I am the man.
Uh-huh.
You just start going in.
So before you became the man, you put this Bon Appetit Bitch mixtape out.
Yeah, I put a mixtape out. Had like 35 songs. People were fucking with it, but it wasn't on like a huge scale. It didn't like explode. Then I put out a fucking little EP that got a little bit more praise. Then I put out a project called Dr. Lecter, which was like my album, and people got a hold of that shit and just started loving that. And from there on, I just kept putting more and more shit out, more and more shit, and just created my own little wave.
I've always wondered about the difference between, it used to be guys would get signed and then they put a record out and then they'd work it and a video and all that shit and then they go on the road and they'd split it with the record label. What is the new thing, the paradigm financially with these mixtapes? So you don't make shit. Who pays for even the studio time? Is it just you're just doing it with your friends and then you just release the shit?
Pretty much.
And then where do you start seeing money? Just live?
First project I put out, I put on iTunes. I pay rent with that first project still every month.
Oh, great.
Oh,
which one?
The Bon Appetit.
Bon Appetit, bitch? All right.
I'd say $1,000 to $1,500 just off that a month. But that sounds ridiculously little. But fam, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Someone else put it on iTunes. That shit was like thrown together. Just to have that.
Do you even know who owns it? Do you own the copyright? All right.
I don't fucking. It's not. Yeah. It's me rapping over fucking beats that have been out for years already. So.
Yeah.
I mean, now you know.
Yeah, God bless.
But
just kidding.
Yeah.
No, these are all my friends.
Also, I put a fucking project Dr. Lecter out on iTunes, and me and my man own it, and we split about $6,000 a month on that shit.
Great.
And now you're signed to a big label?
Yeah, I'm signed to Atlantic.
To Atlantic.
But all those other projects, I get paid for. Those other projects, every project I put out, I got paid for.
Like Blue Chips, you got paid.
Blue
Who
Chips,
pays you for that?
Blue Chips won. We did a deal with Reebok.
Oh, okay.
And Reebok sponsored us, and we got money.
Oh, you're wearing Reeboks right now?
No.
Oh, hey, I was trying to do you a solid
Fuck
there,
a
man.
Reebok, man.
I'm trying to do you a favor. No one can tell.
Dog,
it's all audio.
It was an underhanded deal. Believe me, they just threw us some money. And
because I don't remember a lot of Reebok mentions.
Exactly.
On I don't remember a lot of that.
We just did like a video for them, and that was that.
Man,
Whatever.
poor Reebok, huh?
Yeah, fuck
Moment of silence for Reebok. They had it for a second.
They're weak. They're doing what Nike's doing. They're bringing all their old shoes back.
Right.
Yeah, the Iversons are hot.
Iversons, the Shaqs, you know.
The Shaqs are gross to me.
You don't like the Shaqs?
No, those fucking black and white.
Oh, the Hypnosis ones. Yeah. Man, I don't like those.
Yeah. So you all right? So you got money up front for that.
Got money for that. I got but then tour.
Yeah.
I've been touring since the first project.
Do you remember a show where you thought to yourself, "Oh shit, people love me. Like
yes.
I have fans."
Yeah.
What show? Do you remember that?
Toronto. The first time I did Toronto, it was like I had just put out that project, that Dr. Lecter shit. I didn't know people listened to it. I went there. The show was sold out. It was only 300 people, but 300 people sold out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When something's sold out, you can trick your brain into thinking like, I probably could have sold out 4,000.
Yeah, but
I mean, who's to say?
In Toronto, I think I can because
Toronto
I have a big fan base there. So now, when I went back the next time, I did a room that was 1,000, sold to capacity, and motherfuckers were around the block trying to get in. Stage dive, everyone fucking brought me around the room. It was nuts. Every time I go back there, it's not, just now. When you're able to go to every place in the world and people love you,
yeah,
you definitely did something.
Yeah,
I've been everywhere around the world, and there's places that I haven't been yet that still ask me to come. So I know that I'm received in almost every country.
That's pretty awesome.
Have you been to Japan? And
I'm going to Japan this year.
Japan! It's going to be.
That's
bananas.
why.
Oh my God,
that's
they're going to worship you as a god.
I haven't been there yet, but I've been being worshipped by Japanese.
I'll give you $1,000 if you wear a sumo wrestling belt on stage. Bare ass sumo wrestling. Put chalk on before you go up. Grab the mic. Do the show. Do the fucking LeBron
funny.
chalk thing. $1,000 guaranteed. That's your rent money, fam.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
That ain't rent money, bro. I'll tell you that. Not in my apartment.
Where are you living now? You're still
living in Forest Hills.
All right, so, and it's still more than fucking. It's but you're doing good in Forest Hills. You got a better place.
It's amazing over there. I was living in a place that wasn't that big in Flushing. It was like my first apartment that I got. I had to leave my mother's crib. Yeah, it's a much bigger place. Almost 2,000 square feet in Queens.
You got a view?
No, I don't give a fuck about a view. I just have a lot of space. I have brand new bathrooms, brand new kitchen, Viking fucking stoves.
Fuck.
Viking stove, man.
What kind of fixtures?
That's what makes me happy.
What kind of fixtures you got, man?
No fixtures, straight lighting in the ceilings.
Fuck. Flush.
Bows.
That's flush. They call that flush lighting.
Flush lighting. I got all kinds of bows, fucking setups everywhere.
What kind of faucets and shit you got?
Come
you fucking
on.
with Kohler? What are you fucking with?
Nah,
This is not compelling podcasting.
I did some nice restoration hardware shit.
There we go.
I mean, that's
you
not
don't
top, but
understand hip hop, Moshe. This is what
Motherfuckers
this shit is
are
curated now.
Motherfuckers are not shopping for furniture and fixtures. I got the waterfall stand-up shower.
That's nice. Now I'm
You know what
on
I'm
board.
saying?
Now
Are you on board?
I'm
You
back
could-
in.
That was the most important thing to me, is that the fucking water fell on my head.
Yeah. No, that's hot.
What kind of crazy shit has gone on out on the road? Anything good? Anything
Yeah,
you recall?
I mean, all kinds of crazy shit happens everywhere we go, man. It's just,
Give us some good tales.
yeah, it's hard to recall everything that happens.
It's
All right,
probably
now
a blur.
in your brain.
It really is a blur.
Yeah.
Because these tours, it's one long day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all this is. I'm just fucking going through the motions until I get home. You know?
The shows are not that, though. I mean,
The shows are not that. It's the
it's Groundhog Day. That's
it's
what my friend calls
Groundhog Day,
it. Yeah.
man. You fucking
Groundhog
wake
Day with
up,
a lot of pussy and weed, though.
That's pussy, weed, fucking all kind of midgets, everything. That's,
Yeah, this sounds like a terrible Groundhog Day.
Are you
I'm
still
just constantly
with your,
fucking women and throwing midgets into crowds. It's a
Yeah,
terrible
it's-
thing.
Are you still technically with your girl?
No,
All right.
I haven't been with her for years, but you know, at the end of the day, she's the mother of my kids, and I have to respect that. And you know, when people ask me all kinds of crazy things on the road, I don't want to go too deep into it because
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want drama at home, man.
Yeah.
I don't want drama. I want to be able to
I
see
will
my
tell us
children.
a story that would upset the mother of your child the most. Just that story, and then we'll let. No, I'm just kidding.
Recently in Toronto, some girl was like on the side of the stage. She had these fucking humongous tits. Fucking young girl. She came on stage. I was fucking grabbing her tits while rapping. And then I like threw her off to the side. And she went in the back. And after I came off stage, 2 seconds after, I was fucking nutting in her face. And she was asking for coke and to suck me and Danny Brown's dick at the same time. And then I got her a bottle of Fleischmann's vodka, and I left. Fleischmann's is the $3 joint.
That's
It's
my
like
people.
Crystal Palace.
Good for you. Was that what
Thanks.
you want? Are you happy, Moshe?
I don't even know if I'm happy. That one traumatized me.
And then
too.
someone wrote a story about how I dropped her off the stage and paralyzed her.
But she was not paralyzed.
She was paralyzed with semen.
Paralyzed by that dick.
Yeah. Dick had her like.
You cut the dick out.
All right. So now, and you put out you put out the EP on with Atlantic, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't even like a big. I felt like
It was
your other
retarded,
records
man.
had bigger.
Of course, it was fucking. It was useless. It was stupid. It was, just because I'm a team player, and sometimes you gotta just be like, okay.
They were like, we want a record.
You
we want a
have
record.
to fight certain. You gotta pick. You gotta pick and choose. I cannot fight every single one. Only the ones that are, like, the ones that I'll fucking jump through the wall for. That, I was like, fuck it. Let's see what they do. It had 3 songs that 2 songs that were in rotation on New York radio, in rotation, which is like huge.
Yeah.
3 potentially, but no one worked it. I didn't want to do any videos. I was just sour on it because it wasn't my display of my shit,
Do you have do you delineate between mixtape records and records?
Everything is. I do everything with the same heart.
Right. But so do you go this? Do you think
When I
beat
do listen,
style?
no, because when I do that, when I try and like do some like with the sob stories with that shit, that's all very clean, very now sounding beats with mad bass and it's perfect for the radio. People don't want that from me. I don't like that shit.
You don't want to make a radio
I'm not saying I don't want to make a radio record, but I'm going to make it my way.
Right.
You know,
right.
I'm not going to make
the
a
thing.
cut
You ain't
and paste
gonna
radio
get.
record.
Yeah, it's like
you're not going to get the best of me.
You should work with.
And that man out there, right there, that's my A&R. He's the head A&R at Atlantic.
Oh, cool.
He's the head dude.
You know who you
Right.
should
My
work
guy.
with? Have you heard of this guy, Ryan Lewis? Great. I mean, there's a great producer out there called Ryan Lewis.
I heard he makes that raw Queen shit. Didn't he just do a record with MOP and fucking Cool G Rap?
Yeah, no, his beats be stabbing motherfuckers in between.
You know what,
cars
man?
and
I
shit,
can't hate on him, man. He's a really nice dude.
I bet.
Like,
feel
every
bad
time
for the
I've
dude.
seen him at festivals, man, he always comes up, shows love.
I feel so bad for the dude. It's like, at the Grammys, it was so funny because Macklemore did his whole speech, and even in that moment, Ryan Lewis just stood there staring silently. I was like, this poor fella.
Yeah, it sucks for them, man. Whatever.
Hey, it sucks for him with a Grammy. So
Oh,
fuck
they
it.
have a grand, they have money. They're good.
All right, so you don't. That's interesting that you. So what is your? Are you?
I'd
Gonna
rather
put
keep
out a
my
real,
dignity, bro.
Right.
I'm all about my dignity.
You
I'd
see
rather
it as
be
mutually
myself.
exclusive. Like you don't think you can make a major label record?
I could.
and make it be grimy and all that shit.
That's because that's not what these fucking assholes are asking for. You should. You don't even. You know.
Yeah.
The meetings that I go through. What should we? We have this. We have this song, man. We're gonna put Pitbull on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the club record, and you're gonna go, oh man.
It's this thing that
I could do that very simply.
Yeah.
Do I want to?
No, it's this thing
I
that
want
they
to be that
do.
guy.
It's this thing that they do. These people, they look at you and they go, I see what's cool about you. So I want to take what's cool about you, get rid of it, and then release that.
Exactly.
And then when they do that, no one responds, and they go, I don't know, he's just not cool.
He's just not. He's not hot. He's just not popping.
He's not popping.
He didn't pop.
We thought we could really everything.
hey.
Also, in all those meetings, everything's a smash.
Oh my
This is a
God.
smash.
This is the one, and they're always talking about. We need to take you not from here. We need to take you out of here. We have to go everywhere.
Yeah, the way people in the music business is fucking crazier than anything because it's. The thing that they're doing is so weird. You're making songs. It's such a weird thing to begin with. So to try to make this is going to happen, it's like, motherfucker, you can't predict this shit. It's some weird alchemy shit.
It is the whole point of these record labels is to make money, obviously, and they make money with candy bullshit. They don't make money with real rap anymore like they did in the 90s when it was fresh and new. I can't relate to the shit that goes on nowadays. It's not for me.
Right.
I don't fuck with the different dance moves. I find it funny. It's entertaining to me. But that's not what I'm bumping in the car. You know, we're not driving around bumping weirdo shit. You know?
But you're also becoming successful in a very modern paradigm that record label people probably don't even understand.
And that's they don't get it. And I almost feel like maybe I should have held off a little bit, but you got to give yourself a shot, you know? So I said, fuck it.
It's funny, though. It's like,
you know what I mean?
The shot now?
That's
but
what
what's
I'm
the
saying.
thing? What's the shot for you? What is it? It's like,
seems like
exposure to
It seems
who?
like a big single is the shot,
no,
right?
the shot for me is putting out a classic album.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Right.
Putting out my Illmatic. You know?
Right.
And do you think...
Putting out your Vanilla Ice, Just Ice.
That's it, my Just Ice Vanilla. Exactly.
Would you have to change your mode of thinking to make a record like that? Or do you think that Illmatic came just kind of by accident?
Illmatic didn't come by accident. It was born to happen like that. And I just feel like all this shit is just meant to be. You know, my mixtapes are better than people's albums.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in the position I'm at. And if I could just continue in that vein, I've already put out almost 7 or 8 projects, and they're all, you know, relatively whatever you could compare them to each other. What I've heard is the Blue Chip series, the Red, all these shits are classics to people. People consider them classics already. And if I can make an album, which I feel I've, you know, in my mind, I love it. If I like it, I know other motherfuckers are going to like it.
Somebody said recently that Shuffle has killed the album, but I feel like people are.
You know what you do? You make it one long song.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I was so close to doing that with the last project. I was so close to doing that with the last project, but you know these label people.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got to separate them. You got to separate them. So let's separate them.
But Kanye makes albums. Kendrick makes albums. I mean, I think the album maybe is coming back, or
Bro, okay, so I don't get concept albums. Like, what's the concept on Kendrick's album? What is the concept? Tell me.
I mean,
what is the concept?
My brother described it as a bunch of people sitting around being stoned and psychedelic.
That's
I don't know.
So you could pretty much put any
That's
fucking
every record.
You could put that type of label on every record. What separated his record from everyone else's? That this was the conceptual record of the fucking decade. Tell me.
I just thought it sounded.
I don't
good.
think it's concept the way you. I think it's like. Does
No,
Illmatic
because-
have a concept other than just like?
It's
Right,
just
'cause
sick.
No, but
Yeah,
there's
but
that's
there's
all it is.
something
I'm talking
beyond
about-
a bunch of sick songs, which is like Sgt. Pepper's is an well, that is actually a concept album. But like
Are
great.
you comparing?
No,
Kendrick Lamar to Sgt. Pepper?
not at all. What I'm saying is, I'm just saying like. There's a thing where songs seem like they go together, not even conceptually, just like
It's all
this
about how
song
they
ends,
mesh. You're right.
And Low End Theory was like that. Like there wasn't a theory to that album.
It's
but
all about using your brain. You fucking go, okay, how did this song just end? And you build off the ending of that, leading into the next. It's all about it's the curation.
right.
You have to fucking make sure that you pick the way the flow goes. I look at old NWA albums. That's not just albums. That's fucking cinema.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is fun to listen to. All the little things in the middle, all the people talking and the little scenarios they set up, the gunshots, just the way things flow. Like the song will just drop out, then you'll just hear a noise, and then out of nowhere,
Exactly,
just
right.
the fucking beat comes in. That's what makes an album classic to me, is the way
I
it's
agree.
put
I think it's-
together
So
and the
you
flow.
weren't feeling the Kendrick album.
I didn't listen to the entire thing. I like Kendrick's music. I like his songs, but I didn't hear the entire project in its entirety. I wouldn't be able to comment on that, but
Can you comment on Control? What do you think?
it's just another verse to me.
Yeah, that I don't understand
That
that.
shit
Well,
is just
people are
enough.
fucking losing their
I know, but
minds.
you
I'm
that doesn't
not-
mean you have
why?
to.
I mean, I definitely don't have to. Although I did put a response to Control.
Yeah, of course.
On YouTube.
That
me rapping.
if
very
you look
poorly.
at who responded to Control, it's embarrassing.
Right, it's people trying to give
No,
a little
it's
jump start.
They put up a list of the New York City rappers that responded. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Did Saigon respond? Yeah. He had to.
Well, do you feel a little bit like as this dude that's like got a lot of hype and a lot of not in a bad way, but from New York? Do you feel like New York is maybe like pressure on your back to becoming the next New York dude?
I am that dude, man. I'm so fucking New York that it's ridiculous, but I don't
I'm
have to
saying
say that.
The moniker
Everyone
of the
is
next
always-
great MC from New York. Do you feel that pressure at all?
I'm already that, man. I don't feel
I
pressure
also don't think
on
that
anything.
with the internet, I don't even think that really
does
matters
matter.
anymore.
I disagree. I think that
People do care about that. You're right. People do care about that, but I also have a strike against me. I'm white.
right.
People want to see,
If only
Biggie.
you were in business and not in rap, you
you
would have
know?
a stripe for you.
Here's what I would
schmata
say
business.
about what I would say about the record thing. It's I feel like you're getting across. It's like a feeling on these records, like the Kanye's Dark Fantasy or the last record to me. It's like, and Kendrick's record, he's getting across a feeling,
Exactly.
an organized feeling.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that's
all
what you
music
do on your
is,
records.
man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Unless
I
you
don't
listen to fucking Frank Sinatra, which is they're making huge like songs to last that's fucking times. This is rap. It's just to be. It's like, oh shit, word, yeah.
I think
It's so hard to like. It's so fucking hard to like compare this to like Jimi Hendrix music and shit. Like we're not playing instruments.
But don't you think that it's the same the way the Beatles are trying to get it feeling across? You're Kendrick, Kanye, Dre, Snoop is like Doggy Style's getting this fucking thing across. That I feel like that is the concept. That's the concept of these records. So I don't think that I feel like you could make a big studio record if you had a feeling that you wanted to get across, or an idea that you wanted to get across that you couldn't anywhere else.
Also, the
You're
idea
right.
sometimes in hip hop is like this is this individual's take. It's not even like an idea. It's like this is what Nas's life was like until this point. So here he is. How old was he? 19 or something like crazy
that's
like
another
that.
thing. I also came into this game when I was 27.
Right.
I'm a fucking grown man in this shit. Like, a lot of those feelings I forgot what 19 felt like. You know what I mean? Like, if I started rapping at 18, 19, who knows what would have happened?
Right.
I'm rapping about shit that I remember.
Right, but I feel like you're not giving yourself credit or something. Or you're like,
I mean, you know, like I don't. I'm not that guy. Like, I don't boast.
no. But I'm talking about artistically.
Artistically, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and be like, yo, I'm the greatest artist ever. But my mind is different than people. I think about things in different ways, and I'm not gonna follow trends and follow people's leads and this and that. I'm doing what I do, and no matter what, I'm not compromising. You know.
What do you think people are responding to? Like, what do you think about it? Have you like about Action Bronson that people really respond to? What do you think?
Just me being me. I think it's the realness about me. It's just me being me. Honestly, it's that there's no facade. There's no gimmick behind it. It's just me. You know, so obviously, Action Bronson's a ridiculous name. I don't even know how the fuck that came about.
It's a great, terrible name.
It's a great, terrible name.
It's too many syllables. It's fucking shouldn't work.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And you can scream it, Bronson.
Yeah, no,
it's like,
that works.
Nuxu cow. Nuxu cow.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But I actually agree. I
Never seen Bloodsport?
No,
White
but
Warrior?
I knew it
So
was
good,
from
man.
some cable shit.
You never saw Bloodsport?
Nah.
Oh, that's a great movie, man.
I'm
I
questioning
believe
your
it.
whole existence right now.
No, because I'm fucking older than you guys.
That's a real.
That's an old fucking
But I
Jean-Claude
didn't
movie,
have
dog.
fucking the right kind of cable, man.
I got you.
We didn't
grew
have
up in
movie
these streets,
channels.
man. I grew up shitting in
Villanova
these streets.
didn't have no fucking. We didn't. My parents didn't. We barely got cable.
That's
Let
a
me put
good
it like
movie.
that.
Go. That's
I
Van
believe
Damme's, Van Damme's best work.
One of his best ones.
Time Cop.
oh.
No.
It's a good one.
Now, all right. So I feel like you do get feelings across. So I
Yeah.
guess the thing is, how could you make a? Do you just make tracks willy nilly?
Yeah. What's your writing process like?
Well, going back to what you were saying, what I think people respond to is just like I said, just me being me and just my personality, because I'm not like these other dudes. I'm not an asshole. You know, like if you see me in the street, which I get stopped nonstop, I take every single fucking picture. I'm not too good. I'm me. I'm a regular fucking dude. I walk around by myself everywhere. I go into every single the same things I did. Maybe it's not a great idea, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to be, you know, held. You know
I also
what
don't
mean?
think people would naturally have beef with you.
That's another thing because of the way I come across.
Right.
Because I'm not that guy. First off, you're not going to fuck with me because I'm not that guy. I was never that dude ever. No one, you don't fuck with me in my entire life. We're going to get fucked with now.
I'll bite
Right.
you through my
You'll bite.
head.
You'll headbutt.
I'll
You'll
literally
now you
bite
got
someone's
knives.
face off.
I'll shit on
I'm
your grave.
waiting on the day to bite it, like to bite
Don't
an
also
appendage off.
don't leave your shoe around.
Yeah, I'll
him.
shit in your shoe.
Or shit in the toilet.
I'll shit in your shoe. I'll shit on the street. I'll Julianne
Make sure
your
you
body.
flush.
You
Dude.
better flush. If you're gonna step
Yeah.
to Bronson, you better fucking flush. Okay, so yeah, no, all right. So you don't make tracks with an album in mind. You just make tracks, and then later on you try to put them together.
It's not try to put them together. I think they all come together naturally, which is weird, because the type of music that I'm inspired by, it's not like it's not a traditional type of rap type of thing where I'm trying to do this whole fucking spiel with like these big beats and these hooks and harmonizing. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to pick the illest sounding music. I don't care about anything else but the fucking way the music sounds. I don't care if it has drums. I don't care if it's only drums.
Yeah, you'll loop fucking anything.
That's what it's about to me, man. It's all about the feeling
Yeah.
that thing gives you, and if it brings emotion out and it brings those words out of you, that's all that matters. You don't need to, like, people take samples and they make songs and they add drums and they ruin it. You could ruin music by adding drums or adding too much bullshit. People make fucking terrible beats. They sound good for the first couple of seconds. Oh, this is going to be good. Then you hear it when it comes in, boom, it's a fucking train wreck. Leave it alone. Sometimes you just gotta
Do
be.
guys generally come to you with their weirder beats, or is it just like?
I'm not
Or
into-
do you try to pare people's beats down? Where you go, like,
What-
just get rid of fucking all that shit.
Oh man, sometimes people get upset, but I have to do that. Like, yo, why just take that out right there? I don't want that.
Look, that is my art.
Some do that, some don't.
Right.
Because, some, motherfuckers recognize how,
Yeah. I mean, there was a moment like 2 years ago where mainstream hip-hop started sounding like gay European club music. And I was just like, what happened?
And it's all depressing shit. And now it's like all good. It's always going to be songs that are like women-friendly and like southern shit. It's always going to be that because those people are fucking the people who are going nuts for the music. New York follows at this point, which is embarrassing, but it is what it is. So I just feel if you stay yourself and you stay, and you're just, it's all about having talent and being ill. Like
it feels like a continuous accident with you.
Yeah, I'm all about that, man. If that's how it feels, that's a compliment to me.
Yeah,
because when you try too hard, then you get fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not.
All your records should be called like I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like whatever.
I'm fucking. All right.
Top 5 hip hop albums. What comes to mind? You're not beholden to this. You can change later.
Yeah, things that I've just lived with, like MOP Firing Squad is something that I know that entire back to front. The infamous Mobb Deep album.
It's a great album.
Yeah. It Was Written. Not only just Illmatic, but It Was Written was ridiculous also.
Is that the one with...
come on,
that's
dude.
the second Nas album.
You better say somebody who's not from New York.
UGK. I like UGK music a lot. Pimp C was probably top 5 dead or alive. Top 3. I mean, it's hard to say anyone other from New York because that's who I listen to.
Right.
Like who else? Tell me someone tell me another rapper not from New York, and we'll compare. Just get who.
Go ahead, Moshe.
Like Outkast.
Outkast, yeah, definitely.
You're telling me Outkast is better than Mobb Deep?
I mean,
at that time,
I don't want to get suplexed right now. So no, I'm not telling you.
All right,
that.
so
I don't want to be the new midget in your life.
That's what it's a different type of thing from New York. Outkast was cool, but that was not bumping out of the fucking Acura fucking Vigor.
Yeah, that's a
that
choice.
Was not
to
in
play
the Act
that
Legend.
Isn't from New York is a choice.
That was not. That was not bumping out of the fucking 325i.
And
with
if you want to talk,
the neon shit
with
on the
fucking leather bra, with the leather bra.
If you want to talk albums, I mean, there's Doggy Style is about as good as and the Chronic. That's about as good as hip hop. Now MC Skills for Dr. Dre.
No, the MC Skills he killed it.
I mean,
the Chronic 2001, Doggy Style. I love those albums, but those do not compare, in my book, to any Nas album.
Any? Nostradamus?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only speaking of the first 2 Nas albums.
Uh-huh.
I don't know Nas albums after that. Only the first 2 I fuck with, really. It's nowhere near Only Built for Cuban Links. Nowhere near Supreme Clientele or Iron Man. Nowhere near Liquid Swords, which is one of the most slept on albums from the Wu, which is the Jizz album. Fucking ridiculous, like that's the type of shit I was listening to.
Do you think New York is more I don't know the right word. Segregated isn't the right word, but more provincial in that way? Like New York listens to
back
New York?
in the day.
Yeah.
Not now.
Less so now.
No, less so now, for sure. But it was very provençal.
All right, so so you making? We're in Alchemist Studio, right? So have you been working with him? Do you do shit?
He's Eminem's DJ, so he's in Detroit now, and they just went to Australia today.
And you're going with them, guys?
Yeah.
And do you? So how many tracks you got laying around right now?
Like 40, but I'm only going to use about 13.
For a mixtape, an Atlantic record, a Feeling record
is going to be like 13, 14 songs.
Actually, that's what I would say is the enemy of great albums in hip hop is people get sweating their own shit and putting out these 30-song albums. Like CeeLo could have had 5 mic albums again and again, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he'll have 13
Why give away all that shit, man? They only pay you for 11 tracks.
Yeah. Is there a minimum?
They only pay you. No, they only pay you for 11 to 10 songs. That's it, and maybe a bonus. They don't pay you for more than that. So an album technically only has to be 11 songs.
Did you get like the advance and all that shit from Atlantic? Was it a big deal?
It was nice.
And were you excited or was it just like, let's see what happens?
It was literally,
Yeah.
I was excited, but I was like, because it's not enough.
What makes you thrilled? Goulash?
Nah, a great performance. You know, the feeling of people screaming your name afterwards. And
Live shows.
Yeah, live shows have made me happy. A good steak. Good football game. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I've become weird as I've gotten older. Like, I'm just like, whatever.
You understand those dudes who just sit on fucking lawn chairs.
I really do, but then again,
You're
get
like
crazy.
3 years away from that, by the way.
I know, man. I can't wait. I can't fucking
You fucking
wait.
know. You just
It's like right now I'm in the hard part.
It's weird to see you off your stoop.
Bro.
You literally should be on
Right
the
now,
stoop
unfortunately, I'm
with the fucking
traveling the
chains.
world,
Crazy.
fucking girls, and throwing midgets off a stage. But someday,
I'll be back
sitting
on
on
that.
the-
fucking
That's the other thing about you is like everyone knows who you are. It's like,
Right.
oh, I know this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I've seen
man.
this motherfucker hanging
Sick.
out.
Exactly.
I actually think you're right. I think what people are why people appeal to you is that you're an anomaly, a white rapper, but you come across as very sincere. It doesn't seem put on.
Yeah,
You're
it's not
you.
good try. And not only that, I'm accepted by the blacks. I've
Not
been
anymore.
racially
Not
drafted.
after that sentence.
I've been
You're
racially
out.
drafted.
Yeah, you have. Fair
I
enough.
have been racially
I
drafted.
wonder who directed that sketch. Guys,
Yeah, I know who
Look.
directed the sketch.
but does Moshe know?
Honor and love.
What's been your arc as a performer on stage?
What do you mean?
What were your
How'd
first shows like? What are they like
Okay.
now?
How'd you learn how to perform on stage? Because that is
Or
the
were you
Achilles
good
heel.
out the box?
I wasn't good out the box. I was very like nervous and shit like that. Didn't want to fuck up, but I got an affinity for it, and like a little bit earlier on, more so than other people would, because it takes probably years and years to make a good show. And I feel like in the past 2.5 years, 2 years, I've really hit my stride with it. And now I just got I had a hernia for 3 years in my stomach. Just got that shit fixed, so I'm a fucking new man. I was performing. I've been...
You can't get rid of a hernia, right? If you get a hernia, there's nothing you can
No,
do.
you just could get patched. I had the mesh put in, and I have no hernia anymore.
How do they get rid of it?
They fucking push the shit back in. They put metal mesh over it, and they sew it into your intestines, and you're good. It's over.
And do you have a plan going out on these? Because we talked about
No.
how most of these
I
shows,
don't
most hip hop
practice.
shows are shitty sound. You don't do sound check.
I don't sound check. I don't practice.
Interesting.
Is
That ideological or just you want to chill?
I think for me, I don't, like some people rehearse everything they're going to say. I can't do that. I'm not good at that. Like, I'll fuck it up. I'll feel stupid about saying it. Like, I won't say it with sincerity, I like letting everything come to me naturally and just, like, the feeling happen and just go. My raps are going to happen no matter what. I know my raps back and forth. That'll never be an issue.
So you don't have
intensity
the
will
memory problem.
I know every song by heart that I've ever done, probably.
Do you write shit down or you keep it in your head?
What?
In terms of rhymes?
I love writing down. I love writing on paper.
Thank you. I just like that people. Once the Jay-Z was like, I remember everyone was like, yeah, I don't write shit down. You should write shit down.
You know I don't write shit
You
down.
should really.
You should maybe think
you
about
should write
that.
You know I don't
Nah.
write shit down.
Yeah.
I'm the Jay-Z of stand-up
Yeah, yeah.
comedy.
And I can't.
Not skill-wise, but memory-wise.
I have written raps where I didn't write them down, and I just wrote it in my mind. I like writing. I actually like the act of writing.
Right.
Yeah.
I have boxes and boxes of pads that I just write graffiti in and shit like that. I like writing.
Yeah.
Has to be
good.
with a big crystal.
Oh, really? You got
Yeah.
a pen game?
Has to be big crystal.
I want to get a promotion for some shit I don't use.
That's
You know what I mean?
That'd
Like
be
a pen or like a watch
You want a
I
pen
don't
commercial,
wear.
you're saying?
You know where you
fucking
see like
sick.
Johnny Depp or something has like, what are you promoting pens now? You're endorsing
Mont
pens?
Blanc.
Yeah, fucking Mont Blanc. So like Neal Brennan uses a Mont Blanc. Who gives a fuck?
I want to do a
$10,000
Matt,
Give me
pen.
Matt
exactly.
LeBlanc
Um,
promotion.
A Matt LeBlanc promotion?
Yeah.
What about Terry LeBlanc?
That Terry Gross?
Is that another wrestler?
No, Terry LeBlanc is a fucking Native American activist.
Oh yeah, I want to do
think-
one.
yeah.
I want to do. That seems like big business. I'll do
very
that
big
promotion.
business.
And so do you want to? What you got? Are you just trying to just keep doing this and see what happens?
Nah, man, I'm trying to fucking, I'll do this for as long as it works. I love music no matter what. I'm going to do this. But, you obviously want to get into the bigger things like TV and shit like that. I could be on television.
Do you get offers?
Yeah, not like anything that is jumping out at me like I need to go do this now. But I think it'll start.
Yeah.
It'll start somehow, some way, man. I've had many offers to do like travel cooking shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go that route anymore. Everyone's trying to be fucking Bourdain now.
Yeah.
It's always the same show. Let's go
Yeah.
here and eat this. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself. It's
Also-
annoying.
Wait a minute. Go fuck yourself with Action Bronson.
No.
You go to different towns. You
Fuck, that's delicious.
Okay.
With Action
All
Bronson.
right.
Yeah. But also, I mean, again, I never understand those cooking shows. Like in terms of like, why would I want to watch another motherfucker? It's not like fucking where I can
I know.
I
Where
get
you
a
can
boner
jerk
But
off
people
myself.
do get
Yeah.
off on the food shit, man.
I
People
like
get
it.
off on it.
Bourdain
Yeah, I
is
don't
compelling
understand that.
TV.
See, Bourdain is just not. It's an amazing show. Now he's on CNN, which he takes the political angle and the whole, shows the backstory of the fucking country he goes to and all this other shit.
Is David Chang show any good? Is that the kid? The
Who the
Asian
fuck is
dude?
David Chang?
There's a FOB show. Fresh off the boat. It's some kid. It's on Vice, I think.
Oh, that's Eddie Wang.
Yeah, there you
Eddie
go.
Wang.
Oh,
yeah,
Eddie Wang.
yeah. It's cool. I mean,
Yeah, it's all
just,
just sort of
it's
different
whatever.
angles. Like I hung out with.
Yeah, it's a fucking Chinese dude doing
Yeah.
it, and there's fucking this
Yeah.
guy doing it, and you got a fucking bald, fat Jew doing it, and
Bald Fat Jew is Andrew Zimmer.
yeah, he's a fucking.
I love
But he's
that
my
show.
favorite.
My favorite too.
He's
Which one is
incredible.
Bizarre foods.
He's incredible.
He just goes to different countries and eats the worst food that he can find.
Will
The
you
craziest
eat-
It's really not the worst. It's just off the beaten path. It's what they
Sometimes
fucking
it's
eat.
the worst though.
Yeah,
There's
it's,
Do
some
you
crazy
eat?
shit.
Do you go out of your way on the road to eat wild shit?
I do. I go
What's
out
the
of my.
wildest thing you ate?
I fucking.
This girl's pussy in Toronto.
I don't eat pussy
Ever?
anywhere.
For real?
Not on the road.
How black are you, man? Come
Nah,
on.
I don't eat pussy. Every black motherfucker's gonna say, motherfucker, I don't eat pussy, and then they eat pussy nonstop at home. They'll never admit they'll eat the pussy.
So
like, hell
wait, that's
no.
interesting. That you think it's a pride thing?
Yeah.
Dudes admitting
Really?
that, not admitting that they won't eat pussy.
You know about Jamaicans?
No.
Oh my God, Jamaicans, they think it's gay to eat pussy.
I have heard that.
That is
like
hilarious.
it's bati. You're a bati
Yeah.
boy if you eat pussy.
It's gay to eat a woman's
Yes.
genitals.
because you're
It is.
servicing her.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you're
it's,
subservient to her.
they're so serious about it. It's crazy. You talk about it, and it's like you're fucking just the biggest taboo ever. Like I'm
When
sorry.
I put my mouth in a woman's genitals, I think only of a man. It must be a man.
It's ridiculous. That's a terrible Jamaican accent too.
Hey, man, what can I
really
do?
Garbage, yeah. Really an embarrassment. We may have to throw this whole thing out.
You don't know this guy that I met. I was doing a specific dude. He sounds just like that. He got a speech
Croatian
impediment.
Jamaican.
That's funny that. So you'll tell a girl if you want me to eat your pussy, come visit me in New York.
I won't eat the pussy in New York. Nah.
You don't eat pussy at all?
Only if it's like my girl, and I know that it's been fucking USDA approved.
Oh, you have like a certification process?
I mean, if you fucking put it in there and your finger comes out yellow and purple, it's not good.
It's not hot.
It's not. You got to take a temperature, fucking the old school way, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Put it at a little temperature, the thermometer in a little culo. If it comes out fucking over 98.6, it's no good.
Are you saving money?
Always.
Are you thinking about like maybe opening a spot of your
Yes.
own and all that?
Absolutely. I rarely. The only thing I spend money on is like I fly the homies out to like come through. Like we're gonna taking my friends to Hawaii with me, and then that's pretty much the only
Who's
thing I
in the
spend
crew?
on. There's just
You got a guy named Jesus, which I like.
Yeah,
he doesn't even. That's the most Queensy shit.
Yeah.
When
He's from the Bronx.
You know what's funny?
He's from
I
the
thought
hood.
he was from the
Yeah,
Bronx.
he's from the hood.
So I was like, that's some real Bronxy shit.
He's one of those Spanish kids that are gothy. Do you,
That's
you ever,
hilarious.
never seen, like in the Bronx?
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
lot of Spanish goth. So he's like, he was the road manager for 10 years for Gym Class Heroes, which is not goth, but it's kind of emo goth.
That's funny.
Yeah, so he's on that wave.
And
so
you got
he'll eat their pussy when you
Oh
won't.
man,
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
eat their pussy after I nutted
You're like,
it.
you're like, no, man, fuck no. But you know what? Down the
my
street.
man gonna come in. Just hang tight, girl.
Here.
I'm
Hang
gonna
tight,
nut.
baby
Don't
girl.
worry, baby. Don't.
No. You got
He'll clean
no.
that
Just
up.
hang on. Don't move. Are you? Is it? You got a mixed crew? What do you got?
Yeah.
White crew, black crew?
Nah, mixed. Everyone's mixed.
Yeah, I
Everyone's
like that's the
mixed.
future, Moshe.
Hey, man, I'm all about the future.
Everyone's
And you're going out with Eminem to Australia,
Yep.
and you're playing stadiums.
Stadiums. It's supposed to be Eminem, Kendrick, me, and J. Cole.
Oh, wow.
But
That's a lineup.
I think Kendrick has some obligations, so I think it's gonna be me, Odd Future, J. Cole, and
Oh, great.
yeah,
That'll be fun.
yeah, I love them. They're good dudes.
And how much time you got to do?
I think 3 weeks we're gonna be out totally. I think it's like 7 shows.
And how much you got to do? 20 minutes, half hour? How
Yeah,
long?
25 minutes. Oh,
Man,
this
that's
is
an
a
easy night
fucking
at the
dream.
office.
It's a fucking
Are
gimme,
you
man.
kidding me?
Oh, amazing.
See, but the problem is, South Africa, I have a lot of fans out there, and not everyone has hundreds of fucking dollars to go to see Eminem and see me early.
I know you're
So
not
I'm
allowed
hoping, I'm hoping maybe we could fucking
Do a sideshow?
yeah get some sideshows over there because I don't want to go there and have people not be able to see me. And then
There's
it'll
so
be
many
fucking
pussies that won't be eaten.
Some
in
goth.
South Africa,
That
I'm
won't-
contemplating.
Oh, no, fair enough. You know
bro,
what? I'm gonna give you a pass on eating pussy in South Africa.
but the thing is, South Africa. It's not fucking Kenya. It's not.
Right.
You know.
Uh,
What do you think? Huh?
AIDS-wise, it's actually worse than Kenya.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not fucking.
Yeah, don't. I mean, just wrap it up.
But you can jerk off.
There's
and
a-
say,
there's
make
a
eye
fucking-
contact
some
with me.
Make
God-
eye contact and jerk.
There's some goth Spanishes in here right now.
He's definitely an
I
emo
think we
goth
gotta-
Spanish.
I think it's.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up.
All right.
All right, man. Have
Thanks,
fun in
Bronson.
Australia.
Thank you, guys,
and,
man.
Thank you, man.
and
That was
we'll
Appreciate
post
you.
the shit.
Oh, appreciate
All right,
you
bro.
too, man.
Good
Thank
times.
you.
All right, peace, man.
Now you're fucking with the champs.